Hey, we are live. I'm pretty sure we are. Okay, we are live. I'm trying to get rid of, I got something funky on my screen. Is that going to get rid of it? How do I get rid of this? Cancel. Oh well. Okay, I'm going to do this with this anyway. There's nobody here because I barely announced this. Hang on. Hello, there are a couple people here. That is fabulous. I've got something on my screen. Okay. Hi, everybody. Okay, so there are people here. Hi, Clyde and Danbo and Light Night and Jean-Paul and MS and Sanchez. Hey, guys. So I'm just trying to get stuff off my screen. There we go. Okay, good. Hi, everybody. Oh, you're all showing up. I love it. So, I almost didn't come on today because it's been a wonka doodle day. Has anybody else had kind of a crazy day or crazy year and a half? Year? Hi everybody. Oh, I'm so glad you're all here. I just jumped on. I am kind of running around. It's been a crazy day and I wasn't sure. I'm never sure that I have anything that I can share that that makes a difference. And I know that sounds like, oh, don't put yourself down. I don't really mean it like that. I mean it like you are all such wise people. You've got this. And then I think, no, actually, we're all in this together. So show up. And I love connecting with you guys. And I also, it's hard to do these sometimes. It's hard to go live. It's hard to just kind of put yourself out there. So let me just start off by getting a little bit of housekeeping out of the way. So last week on Tuesday, NECA and I announced that there was a 2-week pre-order for the Ultimate April action figure. And so now there's 1 week left. Hey, Michelle Ivy. There's 1 week left. And if you want a figure, you can hop over to the official NECA store and order it there. And that after a week, I can't guarantee that you will actually get one, but NECA and I made a deal that there would be a 2-week pre-order. So that's happening, and you've got 6 more days, and I'll come on next Tuesday, or maybe I'll come on Monday and just remind you that you have 1 more day. So that's the one thing. The second thing is I am going to be at Pensacon in Pensacola, Florida. And hey, Rucker and Michelle, oh, I love this. And I'm going to be in Pensacola, Florida on May 20th. I believe I'll be there the 21st, 22nd, 23rd. I believe those are the dates. I know I probably should have that memorized, but there's a lot going on. So if you want to come out and say hello and get a chance to see each other in person, I would love that. I love meeting you guys. I had an amazing weekend in South Carolina a couple weeks ago and saw so many of you, and it was crazy. I tried to make that line move fast because it was really a big turnout. So and it was so much fun to see you, and I love to meet with you guys. I love it. We've got people, I'm going to just call out. There are people, let's see, Awaken Island is here from Belgium. I know we've got people who come from all over the world to gather in this space. Hello from Turkey. Oh my God, would be great. Oh, I love it. Somebody from Turkey is doing a farmhouse diorama. Yes. There was something I posted on my Instagram, and I can't remember the name of the person who did it, but they were doing, today's the 37th anniversary of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What? 37! Kevin Eastman, Peter Laird, greetings from Mexico. They, 37 years ago, I think they were really high when they came up with their idea. I do believe they were roommates, or they were about to become roommates, or they were really good friends. And it just, doesn't it sound like an idea of like two people smoking a joint, trying to make each other laugh. And voila, they, oh, is today Cinco de Mayo? Today's the 5th? Happy Cinco de Mayo! And they just cracked each other up and came up with an idea that 37 years later, Argentina's in the house. 37 years later, there's like so many iterations of when, okay, I'll answer that question in a second, Jaden, of Ninja Turtles, and it's exciting that we're still doing this. Kevin says they were not high, just watching bad TV. I believe that. Do we believe that? Come on, it was the 70s. I'm in Spain, but I live in I'm from Spain, but live in North Carolina. Greetings from Hungary and the Netherlands. Yes, somebody was saying actually the original cartoon was very gory. And I think, you know, there's a really great documentary called Turtle Power. And it really goes through so conclusively Puerto Rico's in the house, the lifespan of the Turtles. From when Peter and Kevin first started drawing, and how it was a franchise that was just right out. It wasn't a franchise then. It was a comic book that right out of the gate was really successful. And it really resonates with people, which I love, love, love. And it's, you know, having you guys as part of my group of people that I love, and people who follow me, is just an honor, because you're really, really cool. And I feel blessed, blessed, blessed. And it's been really interesting. So I kind of want to hop into like some of the things that have been going on. Yes, there will be, well, I don't know if there'll be a quarter figure. It's 7 inches. That sounds so weird. Hey, Toronto and Ireland's in the house. I'm going to call out Destiny, or where people are as they come up, just because I just think it's so cool that we have such an international group that's here. Somebody asked about the unmasked Casey and when you're going to see that. I don't know. When are we going to see that? I'm going to be posting a story, I think next week, about, oh, and that reminds me, I was supposed to send that to Erin, my editor. My editor is Erin Holznagel, and shout out New England. And we met a while back, a year ago, and worked together, putting together the 30th anniversary cast and crew reunion that we did last year. And we're going to do a little something with that soon, just kind of going back and talking about the experience of doing that, and you know, this whole experience of coming online. I think you guys are going to love Aaron. He's a really cool guy. There's a lot of stuff that I'm going to be sharing coming up. One of the things that's been interesting for me is been Melbourne, Florida. Hey, Florida's in the house. I'm heading to Florida next week to go visit my mom. Actually, on Mother's Day, I'm going to spend my first Mother's Day with my mom. I think since we lived together together. I've never spent a Mother's Day as a mother with my mother. So that's going to be fun. Okay, so it's been so interesting. So when I came in, I said, it's sometimes it's still hard for me. Somebody just asked, do I speak to Elias Koteas? I do speak to Elias Koteas. He just sent me an email or a message 2 days ago. He's in the Cayman Islands shooting a movie. And he was checking on me because we had some fierce weather happening here. But now it's much better. But it's really been interesting because I'm still a little hesitant to like be online a whole lot. Like I love being with you guys, but it's really interesting because it's a very everybody's online. And I've been so blessed that I have so many amazing fans. And like one of the things for me doing the 2-week pre-sale was to hopefully help the fans who get upset when they don't get the figures that they want. And it was really interesting because I had a lot of blowback from people because we put out a last minute signature edition, and there were only 2,000 of them because I'm hand autographing each one, and some people got really upset that it wasn't available for them, and so you kind of get called names and you kind of get told you're a sellout and you kind of all those kinds of things. And it was interesting because it was really my first like little smack of pissing people off, and it's so funny because I'm really okay with it. And people are I fully like feel how you want to feel, and that's all fine. It's interesting because there's a part of me that wants to like help people feel better about where they are. It's the codependent part of me. It's the Al-Anon part of me. It's the part of me that really wants to like put my arms around the world and make it better wherever you are. And, you can't do that. There's just you can't. And so that's kind of what I want to talk about. So for some of you are here just to find out about Ninja Turtle stuff. And so right now, one more week of pre-sale. I will be in Pensacola on May 20th. And then I'm going to be where am I going to be? I have another Comic-Con coming up. I have a bunch in June. And so I will drop them in my Instagram, and also I'll make a post here so that you'll be able to refer back. I definitely recommend, if you'd like, no obligation, to subscribe to the channel and get notifications, because I'll drop dates and little things. And as you can tell today, I just kind of hopped on, and I had kind of been, yes, I will be in West Virginia in June. I'll be in West Virginia. I'll be in Washington State. I'll be in Mississippi. And I think that's it for June. Anyway, so I just want to talk a little bit about, I do this, what do we call it? I don't know, just kind of a thing we do together called Wake Up Wednesday. And Wake Up Wednesday is started because I felt like, we were all having this really intense year, and it's really helpful to have a community to have it with. So I just kind of want to talk about today. Woo! Like today has been a day. Today I found out that somebody that is a friend of mine who I just celebrated a big event with is being taken off of life support. And it's tragic. And I found out that my daughter, who just got into UCLA, got this beautiful grant that she didn't know about. And it's like this really horrible news and this really wonderful news, because I see how happy and excited she is. And that seems to be the way that life is going. Like, life is so intense. There's been so much loss and there's been so much grief. And right alongside of it is beautiful stories of people coming together, or victories that people are having, or breakthroughs that they're making. And that they all kind of get jumbled up. And do you how do you navigate that? How do you navigate all of it? Like, do you ignore the good and just focus on the grief? Do you ignore the grief and just focus on the good? And I think that what I'm understanding is you just try to stay present. You know, when I found out that he was being taken off of life support, I was just heartbroken. And it's the people that love him so dearly and that are absolutely crushed right now that have to say goodbye is, you know, he's fine. I believe he's fine. It's them. And so it was really letting myself just cry and feel the feelings and extend myself in their direction and say, I'm here. I know there's probably not a lot I can do from this distance to help you. I would carry some of your grief for you if I could. And to let that feeling be there and to let that grief be there, and that there's nothing I can do to make it better for them. They're just going to have to go through that loss and that grief and that pain, and it's not going to be over anytime soon. And anybody who's lost anybody that they love and care about, a spouse, a child, a lover, a friend, a colleague, you know, it's something you carry with you your whole life. A dear friend of mine just lost her son a couple months ago, and she's not going to be okay in a 6 month or a year. You know, this is always something that she's going to carry with her. And I think that letting ourselves feel our grief and our pain, and let it have its place. Make the room for the grieving. I know that there are people who are listening and watching right now who have suffered tremendous loss, who have lost loved ones and people they care about. And we can just hold the space to love them and let them have that feeling, those feelings and that grief and those waves of grief that may never really fully go away, but they will move on with it. Like, it now becomes a part of who we are. It's now a part of our life. And, you know, I'm going to visit my mom in a couple of days because I want to have every minute with her that I can get while she's still on planet Earth. And I hope it's a really long time. And I know, based on my friend who's leaving, who's left, that's not guaranteed that we get a lot of time. So when my daughter calls and lets me know that she just got a grant to help with her college, you know, I got into the moment with that and had so much joy for her. And, you know, the road that my daughter has been on has been an arduous one. She's a young person who has been through some shit. And I am so proud of her, and I let myself have all the joy of that. And it's kind of like, what I'm learning is if I can just stay in the moment, out of my head, out of just like present, like I'm alive today, I'm with you guys, which is an honor for me. You are the greatest people. To be here with you, really, really present, to be, you know, with my daughter, really, really present, to when I find out information about the passing of people that I care for and those that I love, and, you know, to be in the moment with it, I guess, you know, all we got is right now. That's it. And sometimes you can feel joy in right now, and sometimes you're being bowled over by grief right now. And at my advanced age, well into my 50s, I'm finally embracing all of it, all of life, the beauty and the blood and the loss and the grief and all of it, and the new beginnings and the endings and the betrayals and the upsets and the disappointment and the confusion and the, you know, when we look at the world, there's so many people, you know, at each other. And I just want to, it's like, what am I even trying to say? I want to be as honest and authentic and compassionate and genuine as I can be, while letting myself be completely imperfectly human. And being human is kind of a joyful and fucked up thing all at the same time. You know, it's like awesome, awful. And we just don't realize the gift, you know. This friend, and I'm being kind of cagey around it because I don't want to give away anybody's anonymity or anything, but the night before he had his heart attack, he had one of the best nights of his life. And it was a great weekend. And it was so amazing in so many ways. And he was living fully, fully, fully. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And sometimes living fully, fully, fully means you are just allowing whatever's happening. So it might be the happiest day of your life. It might be the hardest day of your life. I think it's just like, appreciate the time that you have wherever you are, and I don't know, tell the people you love that you love them. I love that. Somebody just said we are in May, but we have April forever. Yeah, for as long as I'm here. I guess that's the fun thing about being in television and films and print and all of those things, is that there's a part of you that lives on. And I think that for everybody, like, this is our time. Like, this is your time. This is my time. Will it be a legacy and a life that I'm proud of, and that I feel like I showed up for, and that I was really honest and truthful, that I owned my shit when I made a mistake, when I fucked up, when I was petty and small and vindictive and vengeful and loving and kind and generous, and extending my selflessly or selfishly forward. I've talked about this in Wake Up Wednesdays before, so I'm just going to end with it. That a long time ago, I think I was in my 20s, and I was in an audition, and I was really, really nervous. And I wanted to do so well. And I just couldn't get past the nerves, which is really not essential that you ever get past the nerves. But then I thought I had to. And I said, well, how do I want to look back on this? Like this moment, how do I want to remember this time? And I thought, I want to look back on this moment that I was afraid and I moved forward anyway. And I just sucked the juice out of life and that I just loved it while I had it. And I feel like on my deathbed, no matter how I get there, no matter if it's a long time away or a short time away, that I lived my life ferociously, as imperfect and as wonky and as joyful, and however I showed up in the day, that I just loved it while I had it. And the fact that I get to share it with you guys is a huge honor for me. And I'm really blessed that you're here. And whether I can be of service to you in some way, or whether you're super pissed or whatever, my goal is to learn how to be unconditional in my love. And I know that it has to start with me. It's actually something my daughter and I were talking about today. Like learning how to unconditionally love ourselves so that we can learn to unconditionally love everyone around us. So 26 minutes, almost 27 minutes, that's long. I love you guys so much. And I think you know that, anybody who's been spending some time with me, like I really mean it. And I hope that coming to this space together, that maybe it makes your day a tiny bit better. Anyway, I love you guys. And I have so much to do today. So I am Judith Hoag, aka April O'Neil, and all the, I think 100 different people I've played. I am out, and I love you guys, and I appreciate you all being here more than I can say. And I'm reading some of your stuff, and it's just so beautiful. And so tell me this, for those of you who are up for continuing the Wake Up Wednesday, let me just tell you, I think it's going to happen twice a month. So I think you'll see me in 2 weeks from now. And I'll probably try to do it the first of the month and middle of the month. We'll see how that goes. But if there is, yes, you'll get that as a sign off. If there's something that you would like me to tackle or talk about, if there's something that you are struggling with and would like some support, I want to tell you this is a really cool group of people. Go ahead, read each other's comments, be gentle and loving with each other. Let's nobody attack anybody. Let's all just be chill and generous. Everybody is doing the best they can, and not everybody has a great day at it. I know I suck many days, and I'm awesome many days, and maybe hopefully they balance out. So people are asking for a cowabunga, dudes. So cowabunga, dudes, I love you, and I will talk to you next week. No, 2 weeks. 2 weeks.